Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Roll and Move Reviews. I'm Kirk, your host. Thanks so much for watching. The game I want to talk about today is Sons of Anarchy, Men of Mayhem from Gale Force 9. Now, I'm a fan of the Sons of Anarchy TV show, and I haven't quite finished Season 7 yet, so please let's keep this comment section spoiler free. But for some reason, this game was really easy for me to pass on for a long time. I don't know if it's the stigma of licensed games not being very good, even though that's not necessarily the case anymore. And Gale Force 9 in particular has really developed a nice track record of converting TV shows to games. But despite all that, this game just didn't interest me. It smacked me of a mass market cash-in. I don't know why. Completely judging the book by its cover, by the way. But I got some nice feedback, and I've heard some solid buzz from some trustworthy folks who say it's a decent game. So I decided to check it out for myself, see what I thought of it. And now I want to take a look at it with you, see what you think. You start the game with each player selecting what motorcycle club they want to play and taking their clubhouse card. Play either on unleaded mode, where everybody's basically the same, or high octane, where you all have different starting assets and unique club abilities. I recommend high octane, a lot more fun and give everybody something different to do. Plus it's a lot more thematic. All the clubs look different and they do what they do in the show. For example, Sons of Anarchy were the gun runners, so all their abilities have to do with selling guns. So you get your clubhouse card, you get your dudes. I don't know why they call them dudes, because they didn't call anybody dude in the show, but you either have prospects, which are basically new recruits walking around on foot, or your full-fledged members on their bikes. Along with that, you also get your unique club die, which is neat because each one has its own club symbol on it. Starting board setup will always have these 5 locations here, always in the game. These 6 are randomized. You start with 2 flipped over, and then every round you'll flip a couple more until they're all exposed and available to use. The round will begin with each player collecting a certain number of order tokens, and then you just go around taking turns spending 1 order token at a time and resolving that action. With the order token, you can have your guys ride around to different locations. You can recruit new members, new prospects. You can patch in prospects, which means upgrading them to a member. But the main thing you're trying to do here is control and exploit the locations. Each location can only be exploited once, so if you really want to use it, you have to get to it quick, because once it's used up for the round, it's done. If you do control it, you spend an order to take the action, or the exploitation action, on the tile, which is some combination of buying, selling, and trading guns, which are these nice little plastic pieces, or contraband for cash, which are also nice little cardboard stacks. Like I said, you can only use them once, so they're going to be hotly contested. So what if there's another gang there that wants to use it? If you can't come to a deal, and deals are a huge part of this game, you're going to be willing and dealing the whole time. But if you can't make one here, then you're going to throw down. When you throw down, you add the values of your prospects and your members. And if you're going to use guns in the fight, you secretly choose some. Everybody puts their fist in, reveals at the same time. Then you add the value of your guns. You take all that, add it to your dice roll. Whoever has the highest total wins the fight. Win or lose, guys that got shot go to the emergency room. Losing gang has to retreat to their clubhouse. And the winners, if that site hasn't been exploited yet, get to exploit the site. While all this is going on, you have to be very careful because the police are watching, obviously, and you have to manage your heat. You have a heat tracker on your clubhouse card, and every time you do things like use guns in a fight, or deal contraband, or exploit a hot location, you're going to take some heat. The heat limits how much contraband you can traffic in, and also, once you reach your limit, one of your members has to take a fall. He goes to jail, comes out of the game, goes back into your pool. You're also going to have some of these anarchy cards in effect each round, and these are basically the problems you're going to have to deal with or opportunities you can take advantage of, but your decision each round will be impacted differently depending on which cards are in play. Once everybody's used up all their order tokens, you have your black market phase. That's when you have the opportunity to sell your contraband. Everybody secretly selects how much they want to sell, puts it in their fist, reveals at the same time. And the more total contraband is sold, the less it's worth. So you're going to decide, am I going to sell a little bit and hope it's worth more? I'm going to sell more and hope nobody else did? Or am I going to ruin it for everybody and flood the market? Finally, you're going to roll a die for each dude you have in the emergency room. Survivors come back to your clubhouse. Those who are not so lucky go back to your pool. Then you're going to start a new round. You play out 6 rounds. At the end of that, whoever has the most money wins the game. You know a game is doing a great job carrying out its theme when players who are familiar with the source material can gain a potential advantage over players who aren't. That's what happened to me playing this game. First couple times I played, it was with 2 guys who had seen the show and 2 guys who hadn't. One of the guys who hadn't seen the show just saw guns and motorcycle gangs, and the first time he got confronted, he came out guns blazing and kind of paid for it for the rest of the game. Those of us who had watched the show, we knew better. Keep our heads down, cover all your angles, and use violence to the last resort. I don't so much blame the game for that. I probably could have done a better job explaining the nuances of the theme to the new players. Or maybe I should just show them the back of the rulebook. Brains before bullets. That pretty much says it all. I won one of these games without ever getting into a fight. And that's really thematic. If you haven't seen the show, it's all about business first, you know, not holding grudges. You know, and that's the way it is in this game. Someone might shoot you up one round, and the next round you got to make a deal. If you get vindictive in this game, if you hold a grudge, you're going to lose. The other thing this game really gets to the root of is the source of the drama in the TV show, which isn't gunfights or gang warfare or anything like that. The drama in this show stems from characters having to make agonizing, gut-wrenching decisions. You know, do I betray my club or do I betray my family? Do I avenge the death of my best friend, or do I protect the rest of the club and all their business interests? So just constantly having to make decisions like that. And that's reflected in this game through the really hard choices you have to make with limited options, limited space, limited opportunities, limited actions. You have to decide what's most important to me. What do I need? How much do I need to do this action or that action? What am I willing to pay for it? How much am I willing to sacrifice? So when I'm playing this game, do I feel like Jax Teller cruising down the California highway, getting into gunfights with rival gangs? No. But do I feel like Jax Teller sitting on the roof of Sam Crow Clubhouse trying to solve our latest dilemma? Absolutely. All that being said, I know I'm really emphasizing the theme, but I think you can enjoy this game without being familiar with the show. Like I said, I played with a couple guys who haven't seen it, and once they got past those first couple of missteps and wrapped their heads around it, they really enjoyed it. It's a fun, tight, little area control game with lots of wheeling and dealing, always making deals, trying to get up on everybody without letting them know you're getting up on them, making them think they're getting the advantage over you. So there's a lot of head games going on. It's a lot of fun. So even if you haven't seen the show, if someone hasn't seen the show, and they like that constant tension, that constant, okay, what am I doing? How do I get this guy? You know, I'm going to take something from you, but honest, you're getting the better end of this deal. You're going to enjoy this game. If you just crawled out from under a rock and never heard of Sons of Anarchy, you can still have a lot of fun with this game. Although, you'll probably have to explain to that person why so many cast members from Pacific Rim are featured in the artwork. That's going to be a little confusing. But overall, I'd say Gale Force 9 has done it again. Great game, great TV show turned into a great game. And like I said, whether or not you've seen the show or a fan of the show, give the game a try. Definitely worth your time. Okay guys, that's a wrap on this review. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll leave me a comment and let me know how I'm doing. Special question I have for you this video is, what TV show would you like to see Gale Force 9 turn into a board game next? I think it's a pretty interesting topic and one I might tackle in future videos, but for now, leave me your opinion in the comments. Let's talk again about our sponsor website, AlterEgoGames.net. You know, like I said, for a long time I was hesitant to pick up Sons of Anarchy, but the deal I got on this game from Alter Ego Games really made that decision easier. Got a great deal on this, saved myself a lot of money. Check them out, you're going to get a lot of similar deals, save yourself a ton of cash. As always, I'll end by asking you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and if you'd like to get a hold of me personally, you can email me at rollandmovereviews@gmail.com. Otherwise, that's all I got. Have fun out there, guys, and I'll see you next time.